What is packing with you, YouTube? KHTV back with another video where we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers, Titletown, USA. Shout out to all of the pack addicts. Shout out to my boy AJ, Big Nate, Higher Point of View, Packer fan in Vegas, the whole Wolfpack Pack Attack, stand up. Now let's get into this post-draft situation with the Green Bay Packers. I would like to give a standing ovation to Brian Gutekunst for doing a hell of a job. So let's get into this shit. First pick, Quay Walker in the first round and Devontae Wyatt. I love the two Georgia picks. I love the two Georgia picks so much. Quay Walker is a monster. You know, you pair him with Devontae Campbell. You know, you put an alert out there for Chris Barnes. Hey, bro, this dude might come in and take your job. These two picks are the future for the Green Bay Packers on defense. These are the guys you go get to beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These are the guys you go get to beat the San Francisco 49ers and stop the run game. These are the guys you go get. College champions, and then you bring them to a team that is fighting every year to win a Super Bowl. That is right there at the right there at the door. And hopefully these guys are the keys to get in that door, to get through that door. So I like the picks a lot. You know, Quay Walker, big dude. You need a guy to get these. You need a 6'4" linebacker to get the big lineman, shed the big lineman off you and stop guys from running the ball out of the backfield. You know what I mean? You need a guy like Devontae Wyatt that's going to be quick off the line of scrimmage and explosive to cause disruption in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? So good job, Goot, on the first round. And I don't know what everybody is crying and, oh, we should have got a receiver. We should have traded up. The Packers probably did try to trade up. I mean, if I'm the GM, the first thing I'm going to do is try to see how much could I get for selling these two first-round picks. And I'm pretty sure Goop probably seen some offers that just didn't move them based off of how the early picks in the first round went. I'm pretty sure he was out there trying to fight for a receiver. I'm pretty sure he tried to do his job as a GM to try to get a receiver, you know what I'm saying, for Aaron Rodgers. It didn't happen. So what do? You build on the championship winning defense. Great job. Add more depth. You bring in some guys that you could plug in right away, plug them in right away. Joe Barry, I know he's happy. I know he's over there licking his chops. Can't wait to get these guys on the field to bolster his defense that he could put out there now. The Packers are doing what they're supposed to do to try to get another championship, and that is by building a defense. And it's not like the Packers haven't been building a defense in the draft for the longest. We've been doing that for the longest. 2019, first round, we had two picks. What did we do? Rashawn Gary, Darnell Savage. 2018, first and second round, what did we do? Jair Alexander, Josh Jackson. 2017, what did we do? We traded out of the first round and had two picks in the second round, and we took Kevin King and Josh Jones. What did we do? 2016, first pick of the draft, Kenny Clark. What did we do? 2015, first and second round, Demarius Randall and Quentin Rollins. Defense, defense, defense. The only time we didn't draft two defensive guys in the draft was in 2014 when we got Clinton Dix, and then the second pick was Devontae Adams. And I get it. A lot of Packer fans are out there, man, we should have got a receiver. And I understand. Yeah, some of you guys don't think that Quay Walker adds up to the value of what Devontae Adams has done. And I understand that. But remember, we are not playing chess here. We are playing checkers. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers for jumping on a Pat McAfee show to calm some of these Packer fans down from the first day of the draft, especially, the Tom Grossies of the world with the, oh my God, the pick is in, oh. All of that whining and shit, man, is unnecessary. If you do your homework and your research on how the Packers have been drafting, it is still the Ted Thompson repertoire. Defense. Now, that is the thing that I love about Goot, keeping traditional with how he's gonna process this draft. So we go into the second round. The Packers trade both their picks to move up to get the 34th pick, and I love this move a lot. We gotta have some balls in the draft. You gotta take risk. Very, very well calculated risk. Thank you, Vikings. I don't know what the fuck the Vikings was doing, but I did like what they did in the fourth and fifth round. They had a lot of fucking picks. Christian Watson. Everybody talk, he's not a great route runner. He went to a school. He played for a school, and it wasn't no big name, guys. So fucking what? It's his talent that speaks highly for him. 6'4", run a 4.3. Quick off the line of scrimmage. Can beat you one-on-one. Yeah, they're going to be double teamed. You don't think he know how to deal with double teams? Playing at them small schools? Yeah, he's got experience. He's got the experience. Okay, when they line up like this, when they put this little bracket over here on me, I know, hey, Aaron, you know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be in the gap. He's a smart, dynamic receiver, man. Not only is he talented, he is smart. I keep telling you guys that the Packers go after smart guys. Now they're going after guys that's smart and talented. You know what I'm saying? Quay Walker, I told AJ, man, we got a dog on defense. This dude, man, he didn't like the first round pick, and that's fair. A lot of people didn't like the first round pick. Devontae Wyatt, his off-the-field issues. The Packers will take care of that. He's going to be in Green Bay. They're going to make sure that he do what he's supposed to do. Christian Watson, hell of a pick by Goo. I love this pick a lot. Not only is he a tall receiver, but he's a physical receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's a tough guy. He's not no Equinemius St. Brown. He's not an MVS. I hate that comparison so much. That's what I kept hearing. Comparison to MV. He is not MVS. MVS is one-dimensional. I'm going to run straight, and if I beat you, hopefully the ball be there, and hopefully I catch it. I'm going to run this quick slant. Hopefully I beat you. Hopefully the ball be there, and hopefully I catch it. Christian Watson, let me run it. I'll run the ball. Give it to me in the screen. I'll get down the field. He had too many drop passes. Yeah, he going to have some drop passes when the quarterback that he got thrown to him is only throwing the ball only 15 to 20 times a game. Even Trey Lance for the San Francisco 49ers tweeted about this pick and said, damn, the Packers done, bruh, wow, they didn't. When he played with Trey Lance, this is what the media not telling you either. They just want to tell you the negative. When he played with Trey Lance, he only dropped 2 passes. Okay, he dropped 16 last year. A lot of those catches were a lot of 50-50 balls. You could have won it either way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of tight coverage catches that he was trying to go out and catch, being aggressive and trying to get those balls, trying to catch those passes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about that. His route running, okay, his route running ain't like Devontae Adams, but his route running looked good to me. Speed kills, baby. That's one thing it does do. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to wait no more on Devontae Adams jumping in the air and doing all of this weird planting his feet. And we don't got to do that no more. Said green 18, bam, he off the line of scrimmage. And you better hope your ass is quick enough to stay with him. Because if you ain't, it's going to be to the house. I love I'm big on offensive linemen in the draft. And I'm going to just talk about all of the offensive linemen together. I'm not going to go into each pick, but Sean Ryan, physical guy, a guy you could put anywhere on the offensive line, plays some center, plays some guard, plays some tackle, familiar with all the positions on the line. That's what you need. I love that pick a lot. Great pick by Goot. You go and get Zach Tom, a guy that's great with run blocking. You know what I'm saying? You could plug him in places and let him do his job. So he's gonna be a prospect, and he's gonna have to work on some things. But I like the pick too. Then you go get Quay Walker, a tackle. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Can't never have enough tackles in the NFL. Tackles, they get paid the highest on the offensive line. Them in the center. So, you can never have enough of those, especially with getting Sean Ryan and Josh Myers having the injuries that he had last year. Now you got a guy that is familiar with it, familiar with playing center. We don't have Billy Turner, familiar with playing tackle. You know what I'm saying? You got Elton Jenkins still hurt. He's familiar with playing guard. So I like that a lot. Same thing with Quay Walker. Great picks right there to fill in the gaps on the offensive line. Now let's get let me. I love the Tyreek Carpenter stock, big safety. Adrian Amos going into his last year on his contract. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to sign with the Packers next year. But if we win a Super Bowl, he could go and try to get his money. Much power to him. Darnell Savage picked up his 5th-year option, and then you bring a guy in like this that you could put him back there as safety, or you could bring him down as a nickel and let him go and make big plays. Love the defensive lineman pick. You bring when bringing in Jerron Reed, and then you add Devontae Wyatt alongside Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary. Like I said, man, Rashawn Gary is one of those guys that will excel and be great if you put other great talent around him. That's how he was at Michigan. He had other great dudes around him, other talented guys around him that fit the scheme of the defense that they was running up front. And it's going to be the same. Rashawn Gary last year, this past season had 10 sacks. The season before that, he had 7. So you see the jump. You know what I'm saying? Rashawn Gary showed his ass off in that game against the 49ers. That was probably the best game he had as far as a playoff game. So I like the defensive front that we putting together. I like the linebacker Kingsley. You could just, rotate him in and take the chain off the leash and tell him to just go. So I like that a lot. Joe Barry going to have a lot of fun with this defense, man. He's going to have a lot of fun with this defense. Now, with these receivers, I'm afraid for Alan Lazard. I really am. I'm afraid for Alan Lazard and Amari Rodgers, man. Now Alan Lazard, the most, that's probably who I'm afraid of the most, being, I don't want to see him drop down to a third the third go-to guy in a receiving core, because Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs and Samari Toure then showed their ass off in training camp and was just super competitive to find a spot to where Alan Lazard get lost in the shuffle. Even though Alan Lazard did have a big year last year, you know what I'm saying? He had 8 touchdowns, little over 500 yards. That's a step in the right direction, but I want to see more. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see a couple of games where you have over 100 yards and a touchdown or two, and then the next 3 games you ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? And let's not forget that we could still add Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in this passing offense too. So, yeah, man, I think these 3 guys that we got a receiver, man, I think they're going to come into training camp already thinking that they number 1 guys. I really do. And they, of course, Romeo Doubs might, and Christian Watson might do some special teamwork, punt return, kickoff return. I think Christian Watson had a 27-yard, average 27 yards on punt returns. So punt returns or kick returns, one of those. He had a hell of a stat. Romeo Doubs, he had two I think punt returns for touchdowns last year. And Samori Toure, you know, he's a Packer fan. So you already know he's gonna try to come up and come training camp time. You know he's gonna be probably one of the most competitive guys. I love his film, love the tape that I watched on Samori Toure. Physical receiver. Actually, all of these guys are physical receivers. You know, I was coming. We need a Deebo Samuel, but I think I think we got what we need as far as like physical receivers. All these guys are physical, especially Romeo Doubs. Christian Watson is physical too. Samori Toure is physical too, and whoever we brought in, the 10 undrafted players that we just signed, I think yesterday. Ain't no telling. You know, remember it was a lot of good dudes left on the board, man, that didn't get picked. That did not get picked. So, all in all, I'm not gonna have no draft grade on this draft. I just like what we did, as far as addressing, you know, needs and things like that. I was happy we got the Christian Watson pick, so these Packer fans could kind of just calm down with all of the fire Goot. We not firing no dude that didn't had a team go 13-3, 13-4 for the last 3 seasons. That's just not being logical thinkers. So from, you know, what I see on this list, at the picks that we had, I think the Packers, you know, got the best value out of the guys that I think they picked guys with value with each of the picks that they went after. This draft, I can honestly say, I think the Packers did their homework. And shout out to Aaron Rodgers, you know, for jumping online on YouTube with Pat McAfee soon as our first pick was picked, to calm down the emotions of the Packer fans, Packer fan base, you know. And, you know, it was a great PR move, Aaron. I get it. You know, the whole Jordan Love fiasco. So now, you know, I get it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it with the Eric Stokes thing. You know, when Eric Stokes got picked, you didn't even say anything. But with this pick, when it came to this year, because, you know, we lost Devontae Adams, so this was going to be a huge draft for the Packer, you know, the Packer haters out there that was closely watching, and I seen it all, man. I'm so upset they didn't get a receiver. Oh my God. You guys do not understand what the Packers are trying to do. You guys are not meeting with these players like the Packers did. You didn't go to their pro days like the Packers did. You don't know what the Packers seen, what they liked. You're only going off of your own perception of what you see. Oh my God, we should get this guy. We should get that guy. We need to get that guy. And when your fucking little mock draft goes to shit, you're whining and complaining. No, but every time people do these mock drafts, that's why I don't get all caught up in the draft bullshit, because there's always going to be trades made. It's going to be a teams shuffling around to try to, you know, put themselves in the best position to get the best player they think can help their team win. So there's no need to get caught up in all that. I understand, once the Super Bowl is played and it seems like it's a long time until football season come around again. So every little event that the NFL throws in the mix before getting to the season is just super highlighted with fandom emotion that just goes, that's just overreactive. So we have to calm down. Calm down and let the team do their job. We need to stop trying to think we know what the team is going to do. We don't. We don't. We're assuming. That's what we do. But all in all, back to this draft pick. Finally, Goop goes after some SEC guys. You know what I'm saying? And it started off last year with Eric Stokes. He finally get it. I've been saying we need SEC guys for the last 4 years. Just go get the guys that's going to make the biggest impact. And he finally did that. So with that being said, I take my hat off. I take my Packer hat off to Goop. You know what I'm saying? And we just, got to see how all of this shit is going to translate on the field when they get out there. But as far as what he did, I thought this was a great pick of product that will, translate on the field to the Packers hopefully get into a Super Bowl this upcoming season. You don't make moves like this if you're not trying to win a Super Bowl. Like I said, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, we need those guys for the Tom Brady's and the fucking San Francisco 49er run game. We gotta stop the bleeding in some of these places. We can't let teams get out there on their first drive and score fucking touchdowns on us like last year. Teams was never doing that on us when Ted Thompson was running the damn show. It was 3 and outs. So with that being said, man, I'm going to end this video with a huge shout out to the Pack Attack and a huge go fucking Pack fucking go.